I've been talking a lot about
The detail of his dry academic
fear
paper.
and things that get in the way from you accomplishing your goals. You know, that inner critic. Sometimes you are portraying that inner critic voice on other people, thinking that it's coming from them or that they also feel the same way you do. And, you know, a lot of these challenges are that they're challenges, right? And the more you overcome them, the more you challenge them, the more you have these thoughts and do them anyway, the easier it gets. That's the good news. The bad news is that starting, right, when you're trying to incorporate change in your life, whatever it is, any kind of behavior or routine, whatever, the hardest part is starting, right? And I always equate it to like a rocket ship blasting off, right? The most energy, the most fuel that is used is to take off, right? Once they get that momentum, once they get going, it's not as much needed. It's kind of like smooth sailing, right? I guess it's the same with anything, right? When you start a car, when you put the gas to the floor, it's that initial, increase in speed that consumes the most gas. It takes the most energy. So that is the bad news. But you don't have to put the gas to the floor. Like, you don't have to put the pedal to the floor. You can start small. Start in little incremental steps can really get you to your goal. And actually, it's been proven that that is the way that people achieve goals. That's how people, keep on track, stay on routines, is not this big weight loss all of a sudden, right? It's little changing little things in their lives, changing little behaviors, little patterns, recognizing different things. And then slowly but surely you will look back and be like, wow, I've come a long way. It does take time, but you can start, and you have to start. That's the thing. If you want to get there, you have to move. You have to do something. You have to take action. But that action can be small. And let me give you an example. If you, let's say you want to have a career that needs some training, you don't have any of the training, and you have a desire for that, the first thing you'd have to do is do some research. What kind of training do I need, right? Is there something I can do now that can get me closer to that goal? What can I do now? Well, I'm going to look to see where the trainings are kept, how much they are, right? How much time is committed to them, how much time I'll need to do it, right? Maybe there's some voluntary positions out there in that kind of field, so you can get the feel of it to see if this is even something that you'll want to do. But in any event, you have to start. Maybe make that phone call, right? Maybe call around and or talk to people and see other people that might be in the field, how they what they recommend, how they got started, right? How they did it. I say call because I'm old-fashioned, but you can post it on Facebook too, right? Like, ask your friends, ask the general population, right? Like, thinking about doing this, what do you think? And I get it if you're feeling a little insecure and you're not sure about that. Again, it doesn't have to be a public post. It can be to just certain people. You can ask your counselor. You can go to a resource center if you have like any kind of resource center, job center. We used to call them the unemployment office, but they have the career offices or whatever they're called now. They have opportunities to not only learn about the field, but you might even be able to get some free training, that kind of stuff. So taking that first step, and it's hard. right? You might just start with a list. Let me make a list of things I might want to try. Maybe you don't even know what you want to do yet, but you have a general idea. Let me write down some of the things that I like, right? And go from there. What kind of job can I do? What kind of work can I do with these things in mind? And again, talk to people, ask people what they think. Remember to ask the people that are going to be honest, but they're not going to be fearful. They're not going to be critical, right? You don't want to ask those people, because those are the people that get in your head anyway, right? You're already thinking all the worst things. You're already thinking all the things why you shouldn't do it. So you don't want to ask those people. You want to ask the people that will, like I said, be honest, but will encourage you, right? So this is just an example about work. Oops, sorry about that. Finding a job, but you can very easily apply this example to other things that you want to do in your life, right? You got to start somewhere. You got to make the call. You got to make a plan. You got to do some research or whatever it is. You've got to do something. What is going on here?
It's not just detective stories.
Stop.
That rely on information gaps. John Patrick Shanley's
Jeez. My Audible has a mind of its own. The phone ringing, everything. Anyway, so I hope this has helped you. I hope this gets you a little bit motivated to make that first step, to make that change. If you do need help, you need someone to run it by or make you accountable or whatever, you can always email me, Doreen at recoveryenthusiast.com. If you all have been through that, if you've had experience in this, put in the comments below what steps did you take, what suggestions you might have. There might be someone out there that has that question that they just can't ask, and so you putting it in the comments below may help. So anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day. Remember to let the people that you love know that you love them. Send them that text, give them a call, give them a great big hug, yada yada yada. Until next time, guys, please be well. Peace.